right, so today we're going to talk about a moment that just completely blew up the music world. Rosé from BLACKPINK making actual Grammy history. And it all comes down to one massive, globe-conquering song, APT. But the story, it doesn't start with an award. It starts with a reaction. A really human, unforgettable reaction. So let's dive right in. So picture this. This is what happened the second Rosé found out the news. Just forget the polished superstar we see on stage for a minute. This was just raw, real emotion. The reports describe her just being in total shock and happiness, surrounded by her team who were just as ecstatic. But what on earth could cause a reaction that powerful? Well, it's this number, 3. We're talking 3 nominations for the 68th Grammy Awards. And look, these aren't just any old nominations. They represent a huge, monumental breakthrough, not just for her, but for K-pop as a whole. So let's get into what makes this moment so incredibly significant. This is way more than just a win for the fans. No, this is a potential turning point in music history, one that challenges all those old ideas about what kind of music gets recognized at the absolute highest level. Okay, so these 3 nominations put APT in some of the most prestigious categories you can possibly be in. First, you've got Best Pop Duo/Group Performance, which is a massive honor all on its own. But then, the song also got nominated for Record of the Year and Song of the Year, and you know those are 2 of the Grammys' big 4. This isn't just a nod in a genre category, this puts the track in the absolute top tier of music for the entire year, period. And this is really the headline here. With these nominations, Rosé has just shattered a massive glass ceiling. She is now the very first female K-pop artist to ever be recognized in these huge general field categories at the Grammys. She's literally carving out a new path. It's a true history-making moment. But listen, to get the Recording Academy's attention like this, you need more than just a popular song. You need a full-blown cultural phenomenon. So let's actually dissect this thing. What was it about APT that made it such an unstoppable force? The song itself is just a masterclass in collaboration. It's called APT, which is short for Apartment, and it's a standalone single, not even part of a bigger album. It's this super fun, vibrant pop rock track that perfectly fuses the unique musical styles of both Rosé and, of course, her collaborator Bruno Mars. It's just got that energetic, crazy infectious vibe that feels both brand new and like an instant classic. And the song's takeover was just incredibly fast. I mean, it dropped in October 2024, and it hit 100 million Spotify streams in its first week alone. From there, it went on to win Best Song at the MTV VMAs, and the music video just smashed records, hitting an unbelievable 2 billion YouTube views in less than a year. The momentum was just undeniable. And all that crazy momentum translated directly to the charts. AP10 didn't just chart. It completely dominated. It hit #1 on both the Billboard Global 200 and the global chart that excludes the US, which just proves how universal its appeal was. And maybe most importantly, it broke into the top 3 of the Billboard Hot 100, which, as you know, is notoriously competitive. That is a massive deal for any K-pop artist. But here's the thing. A hit song, even a monster hit like this one, doesn't always guarantee you're going to get the Grammys' attention. There's another huge piece of this puzzle we have to talk about. A collaborator who is a certified Grammy darling. We have to talk about the Bruno Mars effect. And this brings up a really fascinating question, right? How much does a collaborator's track record with the Academy really influence a song's chances? I mean, when your partner is one of the most successful Grammy artists of the modern era, it definitely gives you a powerful boost. I mean, just look at these numbers. They're staggering. Since 2016, Bruno Mars has been nominated for a Grammy 15 times, and he's won 14 of them. That is a nearly undefeated record. The Academy just loves him. He represents this kind of timeless, incredible musicianship that's rooted in funk and soul, a sound they have always rewarded. He's not just a nominee. At this point, he's basically Grammy royalty. So this collaboration really created the perfect storm. On one side, you have Rosé, the trailblazing global superstar bringing all this new energy, a totally unique voice, and a huge mobilized fan base. And on the other, you have Bruno Mars, the beloved king of funk and a proven Grammy powerhouse, whose sound is pretty much seen as a benchmark for quality. It's this incredible mix of new guard momentum and old guard respect. So, all of these pieces, the massive hit song, the historic nomination, that powerhouse partnership, it all leads us to the final and most important question of all. When you really lay it all out, the formula for a historic win seems crystal clear. You've got the song that broke records, the artist who broke barriers, and the collaborator who knows exactly what it takes to win over the Academy. All the pieces are there. Now, we're all going to find out if this formula pays off in February 2026. That's when the 68th Grammy Awards ceremony is happening, and you can bet the entire music world is going to be watching to see if a brand new chapter gets written. And that leaves us with this final thought. A win for APT would be so much more than just a victory for Rosé and Bruno Mars. It could signal a massive shift, you know? The moment where K-pop goes from being a global phenomenon to being a truly recognized and awarded force at the highest level of the music industry. The question isn't really if anymore, but when. And February 2026 might just give us the answer.